It's something about parallel universes that will make somebody in another dimension feel scared. Let's kinda use me as an example. For one, you have a regular picture of me right here. Now, what if inside of another alternate universe, I look like this? That's scary. Because if you go back to the Mandela catalog when they said something about alternates coming to find you, to kind of like take your place in the world, I can really think of this concept and really scare the shit out of myself. Thus bringing us to this series that we are reacting to today. Guys, I want to welcome you to the Parallel Analog Horror Series. Now, let's start by saying that I don't really know what am I getting myself into today, but we're going to figure it out. So we're going to start off with the first video of the series, which is called Stalker. Here we go. Okay. Nah. I feel like I should turn my headphones down right now, bro. I feel like it's gonna be jump scares and everything. Let's just go. Let's just go. So we are inside some kind of bedroom or something like that. What is that? That nigga look like an analog horror version of Baldy.
Congratulations! You found all 7 notebooks. Now all you need to do is
Who is this? This nigga look like an emo Baldy. Who is he supposed to be? He kinda tall. Cause if he's over the door like that, he gotta be at least 20 feet. And this is the second one. The second one is called Vulnerable, but it just popped over straight to it because I got the playlist playing. Let's continue. Okay. What the? It's the thing. Yo, that nigga do look like Baldy. That nigga look like a Q-tip. And another one right here is called Endless. Whoa. Hold your horses. It says endless suffering for you. Limitless fun for us. You mean like for us? So endless suffering for you. Limitless fun for us. Okay, so you're a narcissist. Okay, we get it. This one is 1 minute, and this one is called Beautiful. Okay. Hello, viewer. Do you often feel sad or depressed, feel constantly anxious, feel miserably hopeless? Okay, rewind that, because that just popped up. Hold on, wait. What did it say? And feel an overwhelming sense of fear and dread. What was the purpose behind this shit? You're literally trying to scare us. If you just said that in a normal tone, we would have sit there and been chill. But you had to bring that little negative shit that you got to here. Let's go. Okay. Or feel trapped in your own mind. Okay, cool. Well, worry not. In this short video, we will run through Can you slow down? I just want to get to know you. In this short video, we will run through 4 simple tips to help you enjoy life. Okay. Tip 1, stress less, breathe best. When stress is always good to, okay. When stress, it's always good to take a nice deep breath. A calmer mind makes it easier to handle what's in front of you. Makes sense. It makes sense, okay? He's cooking. Tip 2, move and improve. Take a short walk, stretch, and do any activities you enjoy. Okay, cool. Send a message. I can't read all of this shit. He must think that I got the mindset of Rock Lee inside my brain. It says take a short walk, stretch, or do any activities you enjoy. Even a little movement can help lift your mood. Tip 3, connect, don't isolate. Send a message, make a call, or spend time with someone you trust. Cool. Oh, that's cool. Just don't give up. You see all of those images that they put in front of us? We got to go see what each one of those images said. Alright, let's fast forward. So we got one scene right here of a guy laying in the bed. The second scene is showing a ceiling fan with a monster right there at the bottom of the screen. So that was the first scene. It switches again to a scene that says, why so upset? Why did they make it speed up like that? I feel like, oh my gosh, okay. Why so upset? So the monster killed the man. Every new day you live through is a gift from God, which I agree, but I don't agree with it coming from this demon. Your life may end. Oh shit. That scared me. Beautiful. And that's the end. Yo, that was low-key slick how they did that. They wanted us to go back and actually pause the video to see the imagery so we can use our mind and our brain power to understand that we're gonna die from this monster. That's what that's what he's basically saying. Cherish your life before he cherish it with some salt, pepper, and ketchup when he eat your ass. This one is called Entity Information Guide. The short guide will inform you about some entities we have discovered and documented. Entities is the only titties I don't like. As we already know, our planet is filled with them. Okay, so let's go back because I said the joke. As we already know, our planet is filled with these entities, and many have theorized that their only purpose on Earth is to torment human race in numerous ways. Okay. So far, we have general knowledge, 4 through 5 main entities, but information varies with each one. We are not entirely certain if our information is true, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Entity 1, Stalkers. Stalkers, as the name implies, will find a victim and watch them for some time, usually ranging from just a few hours to a few days, before finding the perfect time to strike, which is preferably any time the victim is alone. When possible, the stalker will lunge at its victim, swiftly attack and kill them, and then eat them. This nigga is eating people like a chicken box with fries. But there is a problem with their meal choice. Stalkers will strictly go after children and infants, as they are easier targets. But if desperate for food, stalkers will also target adults. Another problem lies in how they consume their meals. Stalkers will only kill their victims beforehand if they... Come on, dog. If they put up an inconveniently fight. This means that if a victim is already weak and helpless, the stalker will waste no time with incapacitation and will eat its victim alive. With this information, it is unfortunately evident that stalkers essentially eat human children alive. This is further proven by information provided from numerous incidents and cases that describe parents being startled awake to the sound of broken glass doors and their children's screams before hurrying into an empty, blood-stained room with their children used to be. Okay, makes sense. Alright, so stalkers are pretty fucking scary, basically. Of all entities in this guide, stalkers are by far the biggest current threat, responsible for exponential increase of missing person cases in the United States and the rest of the world over the years. How do this nigga got that information, but the government don't even got that information? There are 2 known variants of stalkers, that being about bipedal stalkers and what the fuck, bipedal stalkers and quadrupedal stalkers. Okay, stalk this. Don't stalk me. I got enough of them. Oh, photo of a stalker, and this is a quadruple stalker. A body stalker enter a victim's home, taken. Recording screen captures a stalker. Okay, we need to see all of these images. Okay, photo of this is the photo that we seen before. So the first photo is this one right here, which is the bipedal stalker taken from a home webcam. We've seen that one in the first episode. Then this is a quadrupedal stalker taken from a nature camera. Then we have this of the bipedal stalker entering the victim's home taken by a fixed camera. And then we have a recording screen that captures a bipedal stalker taken from a victim's camera. Look at his head, bro. If spotted and pursued by a stalker, do not try to outrun it. Bipedal stalkers can run 60 to 70 miles per hour. And a quadruple variant can run up to 80 per hour. Instead, try to find a place to hide. If found, use a weapon such as a forearm and aim for the face. It will stun it, giving you time to escape. Only thing that guy's gonna do is this. So it says, keep in mind, a stalker will die if shot enough amount of times. So if you possess a firearm with more power, do not hesitate to use it. So you can kill it. That's good. Stalkers are typically 7 to 8 feet tall. Stalkers don't seem to grow or shrink, implying that they do not have a natural life cycle. Their lifespans are entirely unknown. If implied, they can live forever, as implied with every other entity in this guide. Entity 2, virus. A virus, as the name implies, randomly infects any of the electronic devices in the household at any given time. The virus leaks the victim's personal information and negatively alters the contents of the device, all while scaring and taunting the victims watching. That's crazy. The true size is proportion of a virus remains unknown, and it has never been physically seen in person. I can see you. So this is a definition of the virus. The virus looks like the other guy, but he just touches the computers. Photo taken of a virus infected someone's TV. The virus cannot prevent and anyone who is vulnerable to it at any time, anywhere. Only the most advanced protective softwares can fend off against these entities. If your devices get infected, the best course of action would be to wipe all the data off the device and then destroy it completely. And that's exactly what I would do. The Tormentors. Despite having a similar appearance to Stalkers, Tormentors are an entirely different entity that possess entirely different motives. Photo of a Tormentor taken by a fixed home camera. Oh no. So that was the other guy in the second episode. Wow. Sheesh. Unlike Stalkers, who only target their victims for food source, Tormentors will capture a victim, usually via home invasion or whenever the victim is alone, and will relentlessly torture and mutilate them, intentionally keeping them alive for as long as possible to maximize their suffering. When the victim finally passes, the tormentor will then eat the remains. Sheesh. I don't know which one is even worse, man. These entities can run up to 100 miles per hour, and they move very erratic and unpredictable manners. So this nigga is 10 to 15 feet tall. Based on the distant eyewitness accounts of one extremely rare occurrences, these entities will kill each other or seemingly anything that moves. So they will hurt each other. So their teammates not even safe with them. Entities of influence. Entities of influence are extremely rare parasitic entities that feed off their pain and suffering inflicted on humanity by other entities. They do not directly harm humans. So this right here is a photo of an entity of influence taken by a fixed home camera. This guy looks like a walking anorexic marshmallow. When one is in the area, they seem to influence the behavior of other entities within a 5-kilometer radius. Their influence. Yo, I'm scaring the shit. This is scaring the shit out of me, bro. When you see me actually have to look behind me, it's scaring the shit out of me. When one is in the area, they seem to influence the behavior of other entities within a 5-kilometer radius. Their influence appears to make any other entity nearby even more active, hostile, and unpredictable, in return resulting in more chaos or suffering and fatalities of human victims. Not much else is known about the entity, as it has only been reported seen 4 times and visually documented twice, as already seen. So this one is 35 feet tall. It says in one of the reported sightings, the eyewitness stated that he heard the entity talk to him in an unsettling whisper voice, and endless suffering for you, limitless fun for us. I remember that saying in the last video. Unknown. So they don't know what this one is. We've discovered this entity more recent, and so far we have no reliable information regarding it. That motherfucker's just chilling. We recovered a video that shows tampered footage of this entity looming over a currently unidentified victim sleeping in a bedroom. The footage then cut to a mangling remains of a victim along the entity giving us seemingly antidepressant suicide statements. That's all we know so far. So this motherfucker is just emo. You have now been properly informed about the dangerous entities. Okay, now that you showed us those entities, let me tell you, the fact that you can shoot them is the only way that you can really defend yourself against these things. And I tell y'all right now, guys, in situations like this, when things like that is visiting you and can move that fast, stunning the entity is cool. But what happens when that entity actually stop being stunned and chase after you? So you might as well shoot that motherfucker so he won't come back. Okay, we got a kid. This is a victim. This is the house that the victims lived at. Oh. Whoa! Look how fast he moved! Look how fast he moved! Damn! Yo! Look how fast bro moved! Victim's head. What? R.I.P. Billy. From where we left off, it's also important to note how these entities interact with each other. The broader answer is pretty clear that these entities are just as hostile to each other as they are to humanity, with every documented and implied interaction ending fatality for one or both entities every time. Despite stalkers being the largest currently threat to humanity, they are overwhelmingly disadvantaged against the other entities, particularly tormentors. The numerous occasions stalkers have either been killed or tortured to death by tormentors. Damn, so this is showing that they tortured their own kind. This is no surprise knowing that tormentors actively kill and torture their own kind to death as well. Interestingly, some entities may be immune to the danger other entities pose, specifically the entities of influence. Because they get to control the mind of other entities. That's why. For some reason unknown, both stalkers and tormentors are extremely afraid of entities of influence and will deliberately stay far from their sight. Okay? As for the virus entity, there is no documented interaction between it and other entities, since viruses seamlessly have no physical presence, which makes sense because it's in a computer or TV screen. It don't need to be outside. Virus infecting Chinese television. Oh shit. So whoa. Oh lord. Throw away the whole TV. Throw away the whole TV. We also have additional information on entities previously known, as well as newly discovered entities. Despair callers. Information about this entity is still theorized as unofficial, gathered from very recent cases share similar descriptions. These entities share a delusional belief that the natural world is beautiful and perfect, in a perfect place, and that anyone who does not appreciate such things are ungrateful and unappreciative, no matter their personal issue. As a result, despair callers will strictly target and hunt down and kill those who are depressed or mentally unwell, since they are commonly unhappy with their life they live. Summarize, the goal of these entities is to simply call humanity of those unhappy and filled with despair. So basically, this one wants you to be happy. You better walk around looking like this every day. This despair call is holding a corpse of a victim. Damn. These entities are fortunately very rare, and tormentors focus on maximum physical pain. These entities focus on maximum mental pain. Warning for sensitive topic ahead. All victims has to do is look this entity in the eyes and their fate is sealed. Looking into their eyes trigger a sudden aggressive chain of events. Immediately after eye contact is made, the victim's mind and thoughts will be completely consumed with flashing lights, extremely loud and deafening noises, disgusting imagery, and above all, relentless and rapid self-deprecating and heavily persistent suicidal statement in which we absolutely cannot list. Okay, don't list it because I really don't want to know. Like, stop giving us information we ain't asked for. The relentless mental torture will persist in the victim's mind without ever stopping, every day, every night, every second. And the dilemma always ends the same way, with the victims ending the ordeal at their own hands. Almost no one has survived an encounter with the anguish. By humanity's standards, this is far the most evil, morally corrupt of entities. Their cruel nature is not only reserved for humans, though one anonymous eyewitness has stated in a report that they have seen a tormentor interaction with an anguish entity. They recall seeing the tormentor shrieking and clawing at its own face for hours on end before dying, implying that the tormentor had made eye contact with the anguish and suffered the same fate as any other victim would. Sheesh. Interestingly, the entities are not immune to death. Of all victims, only one person has survived the encounter with entities of anguish, a police officer whom will remain anonymous. He was on patrol duty alone sometime in the middle of the night. He stated that he saw and made eye contact with the entity, his gun already drawn. So he killed the anguish? He immediately experienced the crushing, persistent side effects of making eye contact. The distress made him voluntarily discharge his firearm, emptying the full magazine on the entity, killing it. The entity died. All of the side effects disappeared from his mind. He stated when he regained stable senses, the entity's body was gone. So he didn't kill it. There is no visual documents of this entity, as victims with a camera on hand went insane before there were, what do you say? Went insane before they were able to take a good photo. That's all the information we have so far. You could have kept that shit to yourself, bro. This one is called Meal. Huh? Oh, it's coming over the fence. Oh! What that said? So this is a quadruple stalker right here? Fantastic meal awaits. A fantastic meal awaits. Uh-oh. 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 Whoa! It broke inside somebody's house. Oh! Dang! He killed it. Delicious. He ate it. He ate the girl. Anguish. This is the anguish right here. Remember, if you look at the anguish in the face, you're going crazy and you're dying. He looked at me, the poor thing. Sheesh. I know you wasn't talking about me because I didn't look at your ass. So based on the information that we have, it is saying that these entities are able to die, but they're super fast. So if you're going to get them, you got to get them off guard. Which is funny because some of them, if they look at you in the eyes, that's a wrap. So you're not safe on computers. You're not safe to be sad. You're not safe to not walk around with firearms. Bro, that sounds like a horrible life. A horrible life. What do you guys think about this, man? If something like this was around you, how would you handle yourself? How would you carry yourself in situations like this? It's hard to find a solution in a situation like that, in my opinion. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe and hype if you want to see more of this type of content on the channel. Thank you guys so much for enjoying the other analog horror that I did, and it means the world to me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.